All right, listen up, you future legends, you defiant dreamers, you lions in a world full of damn jackals. It's Jordan Belfort, and I'm not here to tell you to hug your haters or to turn the other cheek or any of that soft kumbaya nonsense. No, no, no. Today we're talking about haters, and more importantly, how the wolves of Wall Street and the wolves in every arena of life don't just deal with them, they outgrow them. They silence the noise without ever uttering a single damn word. You think haters are a problem. You think they're a roadblock. That's what the weak tell themselves. They get bogged down in arguments, trapped in pointless debates, consumed by the negativity. They let the venom of others seep into their veins, poisoning their focus, derailing their dreams. They're playing on the haters' turf, playing the haters' game. The truth? Haters aren't a problem, they're a sign. A sign that you're doing something significant, something disruptive, something that threatens the comfortable mediocrity of those who are too scared to chase their own damn greatness. They thrive on your response, on your anger, on your frustration. They feed on your reaction like damn emotional vampires. But you, if you're still listening, you're ready to learn the wolf's code. You're ready to starve them with silence. You're ready to build a legacy so strong, so undeniable, that it doesn't just silence the noise, it makes them irrelevant. You're ready to rise above the criticism, sharpen your focus, and unleash a silent power that leaves your detractors choking on their own envy. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategically devastating. It's about recognizing that your energy is your most precious currency, and you're not gonna spend a single damn cent on people who don't deserve it. So, shut out their noise. Lean in, because by the end of this, you won't just know how to deal with haters. You'll know how to make them disappear from your reality. You'll be the force they fear but can't touch. Let's get to work. Code #1, the haters sip fuel your reaction. All right, let's start with the fundamental truth about haters. They thrive on your response. Your reaction is their oxygen. Most people fail to outgrow their haters because they feed them exactly what they crave: attention, validation, and a damn emotional response. Think about it. Why does a hater lash out? Envy, they see your progress, your ambition, your shine, and it exposes their own stagnation. They resent what you're building because they're not building anything themselves. Insecurity, their attacks, are often a projection of their own deep-seated fears and failures. By tearing you down, they try to lift themselves up, even if only in their own deluded minds. Desire for attention. They crave a reaction. They want to pull you down to their level, to drag you into the mud, because that's the only way they feel relevant. When you respond with anger, frustration, or defense, you're not fighting them, you're validating them. You're showing them they hit a nerve. You're giving them ammunition. You're proving to them that their words have power over you. And that, my friends, is exactly what they want. Every time you reply to a hateful comment, engage in a pointless online debate, spend hours stewing over a disrespectful remark, let criticism derail your focus. You are pouring fuel on their fire. You are giving them exactly what they need to keep going. You are letting them live rent-free in your head, consuming your precious mental energy and emotional capital. The game they play: provoke. They say something nasty, disrespectful, or dismissive. Observe. They wait for your emotional response. They feed. If you react, they know they have power, and they double down. Win. They win when they successfully distract you, upset you, or stop your progress. Your first step to outgrowing them is to understand this fundamental mechanism. Recognize that their attacks are rarely about you and always about them. It's a reflection of their own internal battles. The wolf's insight. A wolf doesn't pay attention to the yelping of a chihuahua. It focuses on the hunt. It doesn't waste energy on irrelevant noise. It conserves its power for what truly matters. Its mission, its pack, its survival, its damn domination. So, before you react, before you feel that surge of anger or the sting of injustice, remember, your reaction is their fuel. And if you want to outgrow them, if you want to silence them for good, you must cut off their supply. You must learn to starve them. And the ultimate weapon for that, silence. Code hash 2, starve them with silence. The ultimate power play. All right, code hash 2, and this is the most devastating blow you can land against your haters. Starve them with silence. While they're desperately trying to bait you, provoke you, and drag you into their cesspool of negativity, you, the wolf, choose absolutely no response at all, making your silence speak volumes and breaking them in ways anger never could. Most people feel an irresistible urge to respond to criticism, to defend themselves, to set the record straight. They believe that if they don't engage, it means the hater wins or that they're admitting defeat. This is a trap. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of power dynamics. The moment you respond, you give them the attention they crave. You give them a stage. You make them feel relevant. And that, my friends, is their ultimate victory. But a true wolf, a master of strategic engagement, they understand that silence isn't weakness, it's power, it's strength. It's everything they fear, and it's everything you are. It's you saying, yes, I'm hurt. Yes, I'm angry, but I won't let you see that. I won't let you win. Think about the psychological impact of silence. Denies validation. When you don't respond, you deny them the very thing they are seeking. Their words fall into a void. There's no audience, no reaction, no fuel. Creates frustration. This lack of reaction is incredibly frustrating for a hater. They keep throwing punches, but you're not even flinching. It makes them feel irrelevant, powerless, and ultimately defeated. Project's control. Your silence demonstrates immense self-control and confidence. It shows that you are above the petty drama, that their words cannot penetrate your composure. Shifts power. By refusing to engage on their terms, you automatically shift the power dynamic back to yourself. You dictate the rules of engagement or non-engagement. How to implement strategic silence. The no response rule. For most online comments, casual insults, or petty criticisms, simply do not respond. Delete, block, or ignore. Your time and energy are too valuable. Practical tip. Imagine their words are rain on a duck's back. Just let it roll off. Emotional containment. When you hear something hateful, you'll feel the sting. Acknowledge the emotion, but don't act on it. Take a deep breath. Channel that initial surge of anger into fuel for your own goals, not for a response. Practical tip, use the steel forged in fire metaphor. Remind yourself, this pain is just making me stronger. I am unbreakable. Let your actions speak. The most powerful response to a hater is to continue building, growing, and succeeding. Your progress, your results, your undeniable impact, these will scream louder than any words you could ever utter. Practical tip. Every time a hater tries to drag you down, use that as motivation to work harder, to prove them wrong through your undeniable success. Choose your battles rarely. In very rare strategic instances where a public falsehood could genuinely damage your reputation or business, a calculated and impersonal response might be necessary. But even then, it's about correcting the record, not engaging in a back and forth. It's about facts, not emotions. Practical tip. If you must respond, make it concise, factual, and devoid of emotion. Then immediately disengage. Starving them with silence isn't about being weak or scared. It's about being strategically devastating. It's about recognizing where your power truly lies. Because in the end, your silence will break them in ways anger never could. And you'll walk away stronger, wiser, and free. That, my friends, is the ultimate power play. Code hash 3, forge your inner steel. Unbreakable against the noise. All right, code hash 3. And this is where you build the fortress that makes the haters' attacks irrelevant. You must forge your inner steel while they're trying to rattle your cage, to implant doubt, and to erode your confidence. You're developing an unbreakable core, a mental resilience that acts as if nothing bothers you. Most people are fragile. Their self-worth is tied to external validation, a harsh word, a critical comment, a dismissive glance, and they crumble. They absorb the negativity, internalize it, and allow it to derail their entire day, their entire damn mission. They are easily bothered, easily swayed, easily defeated by the noise around them. But a true wolf, they are steel, strong, unbreakable. Forged in the fires of their pain and tempered by the cold silence of their strength. They know that external noise only has power over you if you let it in. Their ability to act as if nothing bothers them comes from this profound inner mastery. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about building an inner fortress that makes their attacks meaningless. The act as if principle, even if you feel the sting, consciously act as if nothing bothers you. Project an aura of impenetrable calm. This not only confuses the hater, but also retrains your own emotional response. Practical tip, practice your poker face. Maintain steady eye contact. Don't fidget. Don't let your body language betray any weakness. Separate your self-worth from external opinions. Your value, your capability, your destiny are not defined by anyone else's opinion of you. You are a sovereign entity. Their judgment is a reflection of them, not you. Practical tip. Regularly remind yourself of your own accomplishments, your strengths, your purpose. Your validation comes from within. Master your inner noise revisited. The battle against haters starts in your mind. If you can control your internal chatter, you can control your response to external negativity. Mindfulness, less meditation, daily practice trains your brain to observe thoughts without judgment, allowing you to detach from negative self-talk or external criticism. Visualization, regularly visualize yourself as calm, confident, and unaffected by external negativity. See yourself as a rock in a stormy sea. Practical tip: when a hateful thought enters your mind, either from outside or from your own self-doubt, mentally label it as noise and then consciously dismiss it. Build an evidence file of your success. Keep a mental or physical list of your achievements, your wins, your moments of strength. When doubt or criticism creeps in, refer to your evidence file. It's hard to argue with results. Practical tip: every day write down one thing you achieved, one success, no matter how small. This builds a powerful reservoir of self-belief. Focus on your purpose. When you are deeply immersed in your mission, when your purpose is crystal clear, external noise becomes a minor distraction, easily ignored. Your conviction is your shield. Practical tip: regularly revisit your core goals and vision. The clearer your destination, the less impactful the detours caused by negativity. Forging your inner steel isn't about becoming heartless. It's about becoming emotionally intelligent and strategically resilient. It's about building an internal reservoir of strength that makes you impervious to the petty attacks of others. When you master this, you don't just withstand their noise, you outshine it. You don't just survive criticism, you thrive despite it because you've become unbreakable. That, my friends, is the foundation of silent power. Code hash 4, the 1 hour shield. Intentional growth, not reaction. All right, code hash 4. And this is where you proactively build the force field that pushes haters out of your orbit. You must leverage the 1 hour shield, dedicating intentional time to your own growth, not to reacting to negativity. While they're busy gossiping, criticizing, and dragging others down, you're spending your precious time building an empire so robust that their noise becomes utterly irrelevant. Most people, when faced with haters, fall into the trap of reaction. They waste hours on social media arguments, defending themselves, or simply stewing in anger. This energy, this mental bandwidth, could be spent on something productive, something that actually moves them forward. But instead, they give their most valuable asset, their time, to those who want to see them fail. Remember Jim Rohn's powerful truth. Most people are busy, but very few are growing. They scroll, they rush, they repeat, but they don't stop and they don't think. And because they don't think, they don't change. This is precisely how haters are formed. They don't grow. so they resort to tearing others down. But a true wolf, they understand that their time is their most valuable asset. They invest it where it matters most, in themselves, in their mission, in their growth. This consistent daily investment acts as an impenetrable shield against negativity. You outgrow them by design. Here it sits, how to use your 1 hour as a shield. The sacred 1 hour, your growth ritual. Dedicate a consistent hour each day, preferably the first hour, to activities that build your skills, expand your knowledge, and fortify your mindset. Skill mastery. Practice a core skill. Whether it's sales, coding, writing, or strategic thinking, dedicate this time to getting incrementally better. Learning and research. Read books, consume valuable courses, study industry trends, analyze markets. Fill your mind with knowledge that empowers you. Strategic planning. Use this time to map out your next moves, plan your attacks, and visualize your victories. Practical tip. This hour is non-negotiable. Turn off your phone, close your door, and immerse yourself completely. This is your personal growth zone. Filter out the noise. The energy guard. Your 1 hour and subsequent daily actions become a filter. If something doesn't contribute to your growth or mission, it gets no time, no attention. Unfollow toxic accounts. Cleanse your social media feeds. If an account consistently promotes negativity or envy, mute or unfollow it. Avoid gossip. Steer clear of conversations that revolve around tearing others down. They drain your energy and contribute nothing to your goals. Practical tip. Before engaging with any piece of information or conversation, ask, does this serve my growth or my mission? If the answer is no, disengage. Invest and work on you, the silent ascent. Focus relentlessly on self-improvement. Build yourself up so high that their insults simply can't reach you. Physical fitness. A strong body supports a strong mind. Exercise regularly. Mental fortitude. Continually challenge your limiting beliefs. Emotional intelligence. Learn to manage your own emotions and understand others. Practical tip. See your daily growth as an act of defiance against those who want to see you fail. The compounding effect. The unstoppable momentum. 1 hour a day seems small, but over weeks, months, and years, it creates an insurmountable lead. While your haters are stagnant, you're moving at warp speed, building momentum that they can never catch. Practical tip. Track your daily growth activities. Seeing your consistent progress is a powerful motivator. Using your 1 hour as a shield isn't about ignoring haters. It's about actively building yourself up so much that their existence becomes utterly irrelevant. You don't respond to their negativity, you transcend it. You don't fight their small battles. You build your grand empire, making them observers of your unstoppable ascent. That, my friends, is how you outgrow them by design. Code hash 5, sharpen your focus, the laser beam to success. All right, code hash 5, and this is where you weaponize your attention. You must sharpen your focus, turning your attention into a laser beam pointed directly at your success. While haters are trying to scatter your energy, to pull you into their unproductive dramas, you, the wolf, channel every ounce of your mental power onto your goals, making their distractions meaningless. Most people's focus is like a weak flashlight beam, flickering erratically, constantly diverted by every new notification, every piece of gossip, every minor irritation. When haters launch their attacks, these unfocused individuals easily get knocked off course. They lose momentum, get sidetracked, and ultimately fail to achieve their objectives because their energy is too fragmented. But a true wolf, they are masters of focus. When they lock onto their prey, nothing distracts them. Their attention is singular, relentless, and unyielding. They understand that every moment spent dwelling on negativity, every thought given to a hater, is a moment stolen from their mission. And that, my friends, is unacceptable. Here sits how to sharpen your focus and make haters irrelevant. Identify your one thing, the non-negotiable target. What is the absolute most critical thing you need to achieve today, this week, this month? What's the goal that, if accomplished, will yield the biggest results? Practical tip. Use the Warren Buffett 25/5 rule. List 25 career goals. Circle the top 5. Avoid the other 20 at all costs. They are your distractions. Ruthless prioritization. The elimination game. If it doesn't contribute directly to your one thing, eliminate it, delegate it, or postpone it. This includes responding to unnecessary emails, attending unproductive meetings, and yes, engaging with negativity. Practical tip. Every morning, identify your top 3 must-do tasks. Attack them first, before anything else. Create focus zones. The undisturbed sanctuary. Designate specific times and environments where you can work or think with absolute uninterrupted concentration. Physical space. A clean, organized desk. A quiet room. Digital space. Turn off notifications. Close irrelevant tabs. Put your phone in another room. Practical tip. Use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work, 5 minutes break or longer deep work blocks to train your concentration muscle. Discipline your gaze. The blinders. Consciously train your eyes and mind to bypass distractions, including hate. When you see something negative, your mind should immediately filter it out and return to your mission. Practical tip. Imagine you're wearing blinders, like a racehorse. You only see what's directly in front of you, the finish line. Use haters as fuel, the inverse motivation. Instead of letting haters distract you, use their negativity as a perverse form of motivation. Let their doubt fuel your resolve to prove them spectacularly wrong through your success. Practical tip. When you feel anger or frustration from criticism, immediately redirect that energy into your work. Think I'll show them. I'll make them regret ever doubting me. Sharpening your focus isn't just about productivity. It's about strategic immunity. It's about building an internal barrier that makes external negativity powerless to penetrate your drive. When you master this, you don't just achieve your goals, you accelerate towards them. You don't just ignore haters, you eclipse them, leaving them in the dust while you rocket toward your destiny. That, my friends, is how you outgrow them with speed. Code #6, speak through results, the undeniable legacy. All right, code #6. And this is the ultimate weapon in your arsenal against the haters, the one they can never deny. You must speak through results, building an undeniable legacy so strong that it silences all noise without a single damn word. While they're busy flapping their jaws, you're busy building, achieving, and proving them wrong with a track record that screams louder than any insult. Most people believe they need to verbally defend themselves, to argue their worth, to debate their integrity. They engage in a war of words, which is a war they can never truly win against someone whose only goal is to tear down. They think convincing others with words is the path to respect. But a true wolf? They understand that respect isn't earned through arguments. It's commanded through action. It's built brick by brick, deal by deal, success by success. Your legacy isn't what people say about you. It's what you do. And when your results are undeniable, when your impact is clear, their words become irrelevant, background static. Remember, one day people will look back at your life. They'll remember the things you said, the things you did, the impact you made. But most of all, they'll remember the way you made them feel. Your silence and your consistent, powerful actions contribute to that legacy far more than any fleeting argument. Here is Stitz, how to let your results do the talking. Define your legacy, the end vision. What do you want to be remembered for? What impact do you want to make? Clarity on your ultimate goal gives every action meaning. Practical tip, write down your legacy statement, a concise description of the impact you want to have on the world. This serves as your North Star. Focus on consistent delivery, the brick by brick. Don't aim for one big splash. Aim for consistent incremental wins. Every completed task, every successful project, every satisfied client is another brick in your legacy. Practical tip. Break down your big goals into daily actionable steps. Celebrate each small completion. Consistency compounds. Document your wins, the victory log. Keep a record of your achievements. This isn't for bragging, it's for your own motivation and for clear, undeniable proof of your progress. Practical tip, maintain a win journal. At the end of each week, list your top 3 accomplishments, revisit it regularly. Embrace public accountability, the stakes raiser. Share your goals and progress with a supportive network. This adds positive pressure to deliver and makes your results more visible, further silencing critics. Practical tip, find an accountability partner or mastermind group. Share your weekly goals and report on your progress. Let the results speak, the mic drop. When a hater surfaces, you don't need to respond. Your booming success, your expanding influence, your undeniable track record, these are your answers. Let them see your growth, and they will realize their words are meaningless. Practical tip, instead of replying to a negative comment, spend that time taking one more action that moves you closer to your goals. The outcome will be your retort. Speaking through results isn't about being arrogant. It's about being undeniably effective. It's about building a body of work that is so compelling, so impactful, that it renders all criticism utterly irrelevant. When you master this, you don't just respond to haters, you transcend them. You don't just build a career, you forge a legacy that will echo long after their petty noise fades into oblivion. That, my friends, is the ultimate way to silence them for good. Code #7. The art of disengagement, choose your battles. All right, code #7. And this is crucial for conserving your energy and maintaining your strategic advantage. You must master the art of disengagement, choosing your battles wisely, and often not at all. While the weak feel compelled to fight every perceived slight, every argument, every battle thrown their way, you, the wolf, conserve your energy for the real hunt, for the battles that truly matter. Most people get sucked into every argument. They feel obligated to defend themselves against every accusation, to correct every misconception, to engage with every piece of negativity. They drain their mental and emotional reserves on battles that have no strategic upside, battles that only serve to distract them from their true mission. They fight on the haters' terms, in the haters' arena. But a true wolf, they understand that not every bark deserves a bite. They recognize that some fights are a waste of time, a diversion from their primary objective. They know when to walk away, when to simply turn their back, and when to completely remove themselves from toxic situations that serve no purpose. Are you going to keep wasting your energy on people who don't deserve it, or are you going to let your silence speak for you? This is the core question. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Protect it fiercely. Here's it! How to master the art of disengagement. Assess the strategic value, the ROI of engagement before you engage in any argument, debate, or conflict. Ask yourself, what is the strategic return on investment for me here? Will engaging truly move me closer to my goals, or will it just drain my energy? Practical tip, if the answer is it will just drain my energy, then disengage immediately. Recognize the energy vampire. Some people, particularly haters, are energy vampires. They feed on your frustration, your anger, your attempts to defend yourself. The only way to win against them is to cut off their food supply. Practical tip. If a conversation or interaction consistently leaves you feeling drained, angry, or unproductive, it's a sign to disengage. Set boundaries. Set clear boundaries. The perimeter defense, you are in control of who has access to your time, your energy, and your headspace. Erect clear boundaries against negativity. Time limits. Limit your exposure to social media or news that triggers negativity. Physical distance. If possible, physically distance yourself from consistently negative people. Verbal boundaries. Learn to politely, yet firmly, end conversations that veer into unproductive negativity. I'm not going to discuss that. Practical tip. Practice saying no to invitations, requests, or discussions that don't align with your goals or that you know will be emotionally draining. Embrace emotional detachment. You observer, You can observe a negative situation without becoming emotionally entangled in it. See it as data, as an obstacle to navigate around, rather than an attack to defend against. Practical tip. Imagine yourself watching the situation unfold from a distance, like a movie. This creates emotional space. Redirect your energy, the strategic pivot. Instead of dwelling on what drains you, immediately pivot your energy to something productive and positive. Practical tip: after disengaging from a negative interaction, immediately do something that brings you joy, focuses you, or moves you forward on your goals. Take a walk, work on a passion project, or make a productive call. The art of disengagement isn't about being weak or avoiding conflict. It's about being incredibly intelligent and strategic with your most valuable resources. It's about conserving your power for the battles that truly define your legacy. When you master this, you don't just survive negativity, you starve it. You don't just avoid conflict, you outsmart it, leaving your haters with nothing but their own empty noise. That, my friends, is the wisdom of the wolf. Code #8, rise above, the unreachable summit. All right, code #8, the ultimate truth, the final law. And this is how you truly win against the haters and solidify your reign. You must rise above, climbing to an unreachable summit where their noise becomes an irrelevant whisper below you, while they are stuck in the mud, consumed by their petty grievances and limited perspectives. You are ascending, moving higher and higher, creating a gap so vast that their existence becomes utterly meaningless to your journey. Most people try to fight haters on the ground level. They get into the arena, engage in the brawl, and come out bruised, even if they win the argument. They measure their success by silencing a few loud mouths. But true domination isn't about silencing them directly. It's about making their voices so small, so distant, that they cease to matter. A true wolf doesn't stay in the valley where the jackals squabble. It climbs to the highest peak, surveying its domain, its focus on the horizon, far beyond the reach of any petty noise. Its power comes from its elevation, its perspective, its sheer, undeniable ascent. This isn't just a metaphor. It's your strategic imperative. Elevate your standards. The uncommon path. Commit to a standard of excellence, a level of ambition, and a code of conduct that is so far beyond their comprehension, they can't even comprehend your game, let alone criticize it effectively. Practical tip. Constantly challenge yourself to do better, to learn more, to achieve more. Make mediocrity your greatest enemy. Focus on your own ascent, the vertical growth. Your primary goal is to grow, to improve, to expand your capabilities and your influence. Every step upward widens the gap between you and your detractors. Practical tip. Measure your progress against your own potential, not against the limited views of others. Surround yourself with amplifiers. The power circle. Curate your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to grow, who celebrate your wins, and who understand the true nature of the game. Practical tip: actively seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who are operating at a higher level than you. Their energy will pull you up. Build an empire of impact. The irrefutable proof. Your ultimate legacy isn't just about what you achieve for yourself, but the positive impact you have on the world, on your industry, on the people around you. This impact is the most powerful rebuttal to any negativity. Practical tip: identify ways your work can genuinely help others. Solving problems and adding value creates an undeniable positive force. Let the gap speak, the silent victory. As you ascend, the haters will remain stuck at the bottom, their voices growing fainter and fainter until they are nothing more than distant echoes. Your success, your peace, your freedom will be their greatest torment. Practical tip: when you reach new levels of success, take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come and how the negativity you once faced is now insignificant. Rising above isn't about ignoring haters. It's about making them irrelevant through your sheer, undeniable, relentless growth and impact. It's about moving so fast, climbing so high, and building so much that their noise literally cannot reach you. When you master this, you don't just overcome criticism, you transcend it. You don't just build a successful life, you forge an undeniable legacy that leaves no room for doubt or negativity. And that, my friends, is the ultimate way to outgrow and dominate. You've got it now. The Wolf's Code, Outgrow the Haters, Unleash Your Silent Power. 8 unbreakable principles for turning negativity into fuel, rising above criticism, and building a legacy so strong it silences the noise without a single damn word. You've learned to understand their fuel, starve them with silence, forge your inner steel, use your 1 hour as a shield, sharpen your focus, speak through results, master the art of disengagement, and rise to an unreachable summit. So what's next? I'll tell you what's next. I immediate, uncompromising. This isn't theory. It's the damn playbook for ultimate self-mastery and unshakable dominance. Don't let this knowledge sit dormant. Don't let another moment of your precious energy be wasted on those who want to see you fail. Take a deep breath right now. Feel any negativity you're currently carrying. Choose one of these Wolf's Codes to implement in the next 24 hours. Just one. Then take the smallest possible action towards it. Whether it's ignoring a petty comment, dedicating 15 minutes to your 1 hour growth, or focusing on a single critical task, you have the power within you to not just tolerate haters, but to make them irrelevant, to channel that negative energy into fuel for your own unstoppable ascent, to build a life so vibrant, so impactful, that their darkness simply fades in your light. Remember this truth. Engrave it into your very soul. Your success is the loudest FU to your haters. Don't waste your breath arguing. Don't waste your energy defending. Just build, just grow, just conquer. The world is full of noise. Be the silence that commands attention. Go out there, unleash your silent power, and dominate your damn destiny. Now go.